Justice, High Court of J&K and Ladakh, and Patron-in-Chief, J&K and Ladakh Legal Services Authorities. I request Srimati Kazim Chotun to present Thanka to Shri Umar Abdullah, Honorable Chief Minister, UT of J&K.
Request to all of you, kindly have the snacks and cup of tea and then because it's very congested, difficult to serve and then
May I please request Srimati Siring Chorol to present Thanka to Honorable Shri Justice Sanjeev Kumar, Judge, High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and Executive Chairman, Jammu and Kashmir Legal Services Authority. I please request Srimati Sonam Mangu to present Thanka to Honorable Srimati Justice Sindhu Sharma, Judge, High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and Executive Chairperson, Ladakh Legal Services Authority. Following this, Srimati Rigzin Yangdol is requested to present Thanka to Lieutenant General Prateek Sharma, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, General Officer, Commanding in Chief, Northern Command. I extend heartfelt gratitude to our tribal artisans for their soulful gesture, and also to our dignitaries for their reciprocation in equal warmth and added grace. I now have the honor of inviting Honorable Ms. Justice Sindhu Sharma, Judge, High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, and Chairperson, Ladakh Legal Services Authority, to present the welcome address.
Honorable dignitaries, esteemed guests, respected members of the judiciary, distinguished officers from the armed forces, tribal representatives, legal luminaries, and dear participants. On behalf of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, Jammu and Kashmir Legal Services Authority, Ladakh Legal Services Authority, Chief Justice Arun Palli, and the Executive Chairman Justice Sanjeev Shukla, who's on the dais. It is my proud privilege and honor to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you on this momentous occasion, the launch of Nalsa Veer Parivar's Sainya Yojana 2025 and the North Zone Regional Conference on reaffirming the constitutional vision of justice for defense personnel and tribal. We welcome Honorable Justice Surya, Judge, Supreme Court of India, Executive Chairman, National Legal Services Authority, to this conference. Lordships, your guidance and support has been pivotal in holding this conference. We welcome Honorable Mr. Justice P.S. Narasimha, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and look forward to Lordship's insights on this conference. We also welcome Mr. Justice Rajesh Bindal, Judge, Supreme Court of India, whose deep insight and views have always been a guiding factor for all of us in our efforts. We also welcome Honorable Mr. Justice N. Kuteshwar Singh, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Lordship has always been a constant source of support and encouragement. We also extend a warm welcome to Honorable Shri Arjun Ram Meghwalji, Honorable Minister of Law and Justice, who has taken time out of his busy schedule to grace this occasion. Your presence today reflects your deep commitment to the cause of justice. We also welcome Honorable Shri Manoj Sinha Ji, Lieutenant Governor of J&K, for his support to all our program, which reflects his deep commitment towards the justice delivery system. We also welcome Shri Umar Abdullah Ji, Chief Minister, Union Territory of J&K. Your presence here, sir, reinforces the commitment of our government as an important stakeholder in this conference. We also welcome Shri Javed Rana Ji, Minister of Tribal Affairs, Union Territory of J&K, Mia Altaf Ahmed Ji, and Shri Ghulam Ahmed Khatana, Member Parliament, who have taken time to attend this function. A very warm welcome to Mrs. Savita Suryakant Ji and Mrs. Ritu Palli Ji, who have graced this occasion. We also extend a very warm welcome to Chief Justice Devinder Kumar Upadhyay, Chief Justice Sheel Nagu, Chief Justice Gurmeet Singh Sandhawalia, Chief Justice Arun Bansali, Chief Justice J. Narendra, Patron-in-Chief of the Legal Services Authorities of their states and union territories. A very warm welcome to the Executive Chairperson, State Legal Services Authorities, High Court Legal Services Authority, High Court of Allahabad, Delhi, Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. We also extend a very warm welcome to Shri R.K. Goel, Secretary, Department of Justice, Government of India, and also a very, very warm welcome to Lieutenant General Prateek Sharma, who's here on dais, and whose insights and views are very welcome and important for this conference. We also welcome Chief Secretary Shri Atul Dulu, Shri Nalin Prabhat and their team of officers, and also General Prashant Srivastava, Shri Rakesh Kumar, IPS, CRPF, Commodore Prabhat Malik, Brigadier Gurmeet Singh, and Director Raju Sainik Board. A very warm welcome to Chief Justices, former judges, Director and Member Secretary NALSA and their team of officers, District Legal Services Authority, their team of officers, members of District Judiciary, participant members, members of Defence Forces, participating members of the tribal communities, former Chief Justices, former judges of the High Court, ladies and gentlemen. It is both meaningful and symbolic that this conference is being held in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, a region that has long stood as a citadel of national integrity, soaked in the sacrifice of our valiant defence forces, and enriched by the resilient spirit and vibrant cultural heritage of our tribal communities. What better place to hold this conference than this Union Territory? Jammu and Kashmir is a land of Sufis and saints, but also a land of majestic beauty, historical significance, and of strategic importance, which is blessed by nature in abundance and beauty. But this land is also a witness to the valor and sacrifice of our defense personnel, who have at the cost of their lives withstood all onslaught to ensure that the ideals enshrined in our constitution stand strong for all. Many of these belong to the tribal communities. It is therefore only fitting that we choose this sacred soil for this conference on reaffirming our vision of justice for both who defend our borders with their lives and those who defend their culture with resilience and struggle. This conference seeks to build mechanisms that are culturally sensitive, linguistically accessible, and grounded on the realities of tribal culture. The quest for social tranquility lies in equitable administration of justice, which is imperative for holistic growth and development of any democratic nation. The Constitution of India is the bedrock of a legal and moral fabric. It enshrines the ideals of equality, liberty, fraternity. Its vision of justice transcends barriers, uplifting those on the margins and protecting rights and enabling dignity for all. The judiciary has the sacred role of interpreting and enforcing this constitutional mandate, especially for those who have been historically left behind. Our focus today lies on two sections: our defense personnel and our tribal communities, both custodians of India's pride and spirit. Our defense personnel are the guardians of peace and sovereignty, Their unwavering commitment and sacrifice is the cornerstone of our national stability. Yet, their unique service conditions require us to adopt a vigilant and responsive legal approach. Justice for them must be prompt, sensitive, and mindful of their realities, especially for our ex-servicemen and Veer Naris, who often face a silent struggle when their duty is over or upon losing their loved one. Their reintegration into the society with dignity and opportunity deserve our utmost attention. Equally important is the focus on India's tribal communities, who for generations have battled the scar of exclusion and marginalization. Despite the constitutional protection and reformative approach, deep-rooted inequalities, economic deprivation, and limited access to justice continue to impede their progress. This conference seeks to delve into these challenges and evaluate the effectiveness of current policies while identifying the road ahead for true inclusion. There also exists an intersection between these two communities, as many of our brave defense personnel hailed from tribal backgrounds. They carry their ancestral pride and cultural richness even as they protect the borders. Their challenge is unique, both in the formal system and in the traditional structure. Their journey is shaped by dual challenges of service and social exclusion and calls for an empathetic understanding and focused support from the legislature, judiciary, and executive. To reaffirm the constitutional vision of justice, we require a vigilant judiciary as the guardian of spirit, of rights, and a proactive and responsive executive, ensuring that the policies reach the last mile. An effective grievance redressal mechanism that do not fail the most vulnerable, but most of all, an informed and emphatic civil society serving as a strong bridge between the state and the citizen. This conference aims to focus on the understanding legal perspectives regarding armed forces and the tribal communities, their unique challenges and systematic barriers in legal system, their empowerment, and also to look towards the way forward. Today, we also honor the sacrifice of our armed forces as we observe the 26th Kargil Vijay Divas, and we salute and honor their sacrifice. I am reminded of a famous poem of poet Makhanlal Chaturvedi, which I would like to recite in the honor of Kargil Vijay Divas. चाह नहीं मैं सुरबाला के गहनों में गूंथा जाऊं, चाह नहीं प्रेमी माला बंद प्यारी को लिलचाऊं, चाह नहीं सम्राटों के शव पे हे हरि डाला जाऊं, चाह नहीं देवों के सिर पर भाग्य पर इठलाऊं, मुझे तोड़ लेना वनमाली, उस पथ पर देना तुम फेंक, मातृभूमि पर शीश चढ़ाने जिस पथ जाए वीर अनेक. Here in this land that embodies the spirit of sacrifice, the richness of diverse traditions, let us resolve to uphold our collective national commitment to ensure that everyone, regardless of uniform or tribe, is empowered to live with dignity, to preserve their heritage, and to rightfully claim their place. With these thoughts, I once again extend a warm welcome to all and look forward to meaningful deliberation, actionable insights, and strengthened collaborations that emerge from this platform. I welcome the members of the Armed Forces, the BSF, CRPF, Navy, and Air Force. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Ladyship, for the gracious welcome address. Your eloquent words have set the tone for this event and also reaffirm the values that inspire our collective journey.
Distinguished guests, the defense personnel stand as unshakable sentinels of our sovereignty and to articulate the vision of justice and to lay the foundation for the path of transformative reforms for this constituent. I take the honor of inviting the guiding force and the visionary mind behind this conference, Honorable Mr. Justice Arun Bali, Chief Justice, High Court of J&K and Ladakh, and Patron-in-Chief, J&K and Ladakh Legal Services Authorities for Lordship's keynote address on the defense segment.
Honorable Justice Surya, Judge, Supreme Court of India, and Executive Chairman, National Legal Services Authorities. Honorable Judges of the Supreme Court, Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal, Minister of State, Law and Justice. Lieutenant Governor, Union Territory of Kashmir, Shri Manoj Sinha. Mr. Umar Abdullah, Chief Minister, Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. Lieutenant General Prateek Sharma, Army Commander, Northern Command. Chief Justice and Judges of the High Court of Delhi, Allahabad, Punjab and Haryana, Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. My sister and brother judges of the High Court of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Minister for Jal Shakti and Environment and Tribal Affairs Department. Members of Parliament joining us. Former Chief Justices and Justices of this court. Respected soldiers and fellow citizens. It's an absolute honor and a privilege to stand before the guardians of our nation, our brave men and women who take an oath not just to serve, but to sacrifice. Good morning to you all. It was 1632 when an English poet, Francis Cowell, said, God and soldier, all men adore, in time of danger and not before. When the danger is past and all things righted, God is forgotten and the soldier slighted. But this is India, and in India's heart, the soldier is righted, never forgotten, never slighted. It might come as a surprise to many of us that the laws governing our armed forces, be that Army, Air Force or Navy, include a statutory mandate that whenever a serving soldier is on an official leave to appear in a civil or a revenue court, the court is bound to prioritize hearing of his matter. The statutory obligation is clearly laid down in Section 32 of both Army as also the Air Force Act and Section 24 of the Navy Act. These provisions contain vital yet chronically underutilized legal safeguards. They postulate that upon submission of a certificate issued by the military authorities confirming that the soldier is on an official leave or has applied for leave specifically to appear in a court, the court is bound to prioritize the hearing and decide the matter within the duration of the sanctioned leave. And if for any reason, or despite best efforts and the endeavors made by the court, is not in a position to dispose of the matter finally, it is required to record reasons and make that reasoning accessible to the soldier, an essential procedural safeguard that upholds both transparency as also the value of the soldier's time. This statutory prescription is not a matter of discretion. It's not an act of courtesy either. That's the law to ensure that the soldier is not weighed down by the burden of pending litigation. The whole idea is to support, to prioritize so that the legal worries don't accompany him to the front lines. This was the true sense and the very purpose, objective, and the idea of these legislations. But yet, over time, this legal protection has slipped quietly into obscurity. It finds no reflection in causeless. It doesn't feature in routine court practices. And in many instances, even the judicial officers remain unaware of its existence. The law offers priority, but process at times delivers delay. It was in this background we were compelled to consider a pressing question as to what exactly have we done to give effect to this mandate. The realization was not rhetorical. It stirred a moment of self-introspection. And I'm glad to share with you all, we've taken the first step. But before I touch upon the small little initiatives that we've taken in the recent past, I'm equally conscious and realize that it's just not possible, it's just not feasible for us to embark on this journey alone. Therefore, we earnestly look forward to a meaningful exchange of ideas and constructive engagement, including the insights, experiences, and valuable guidance of our other high courts and state legal service authorities. Your shared perspective will undoubtedly enrich and strengthen the collective pursuit. Adverting to the measures we've recently undertaken, I may share upon realizing that Zilla Signing Boards possess extensive litigation-related data of ex-servicemen. Accordingly, we coordinated with them, mined the data from court information system, tapped every available source of information. Thousands of SMSs were sent to the litigants and lawyers. A dedicated Google form